Hi everybody, thank you for joining me in today's episode of the Pilates Basic Exercise Series. My name is Gudrun Kohler, I'm a Pilates and yoga teacher, happy to have you here with me. So today's exercise are the curl downs or half row down as it's also called. We will be sitting on our mats with our feet on the mat and we will roll down along our sit bones, activate the core muscles, especially in the lower part of our core, activate the pelvic floor muscles and bring our lumbar spine into a strong flexion, whereas the rest of our spine just remains pretty much neutral. This is the basic exercise. Just one remark up front. If you're suffering from acute pain in your lumbar back, which is due to disc problems, do not do this exercise as I described it now. I will offer you an alternative, which is, by the way, a very nice exercise for each and every of us, but never go into really strong flexions if you're suffering from acute disc pain. So, let's start. And we start with the alternative, by the way, because everybody can do it and so everybody is able to do the full training today. Your feet are approximately hip width apart on the mat. If anyhow possible, you maintain the pressure of the balls of your big toes, the balls of your pinkies and toes or small toes, and the heels on the ground throughout the whole exercise. Legs run in two parallel lines up to your hips. You place your shoulder right above your hips and just maintain your neutral pelvis and spine position as you're used to it in all upright sitting positions. Good connection between breastbone and pubic bone, rib cage gently narrowing to the center from both sides, active core, slightly active pelvic floor muscles, shoulders away from the ears, shoulder blades gliding down your breast cage and the tips of the shoulder blades want to go down into the pockets of your trousers. Arms stretched out wide. Again, pull your shoulders away from your ears. As you inhale, rise from the crown of your head. Feel your sit bones well anchored in the ground. Very first exercise is a hinge back. So we maintain this stable trunk with its neutral spine as we just lean back, hinge back, like the seat of a car. You go back, you go up again. So this version of the exercise can be done by everybody. Just 3 cues where you please lead your attention to. Shoulders go away from the ears, armpits pulling down. If you hinge back, always try to go only so far back that you can really maintain your neutral spine, that your core is extremely active, that your belly is pulled in and up, long thin waist. Waist is basically equally long on both sides. Never go so far that you feel, I just simply can't hold it anymore and I need to fall into a round back, because this is what we definitely do not want. And neither go so far back that you can't hold it and just fall into a hollow back. So you remain stable in your whole trunk. Okay, we do this exercise 4 more times and then we go into the curl downs. It's a really nice warm up in any case for anybody. Shoulders gliding away from the ears. Good connection, breastbone, pubic bone, rib cage closed. And as we inhale, we grow. As we exhale, we hinge back. Suck in your belly, suck in your pelvic floor muscles. And on the next exhale, we come up again. Grow as you inhale, lean back. And come up. And grow again, lean back. Try how far you can go. One last time. Inhale, lengthen. Here. Exhale, go back. And come up again. So all the additional elements later on with moving our arms, you simply add it to this exercise if you're suffering from lower back pain. For everybody else, we go into our curl downs. Please check again how far away you want to place your feet from your hips. Some like it further away, you choose. So you really find your nice upright seated positions with the tips of your sit bones pulling down into the ground. Arms about long, you will leave it here. I just remove it to show what my sit bones will be doing, and yours hopefully too. Sit bones are in a perpendicular angle, 90-degree angle to the ground. Now I activate my pelvic floor muscles. I suck in my belly and I roll along my sit bones, sending them out to the heels ideally. So I have a really considerable rounding in my lumbar area, in my lower back area of the spine. The rest of the spine is just like it used to be before. Belly is firmly sucked in, your navel pulling towards the spine and sucking up a little bit. Same for the pelvic floor muscles, really active. From this position, if you want to come back up, you maintain this more or less C-curve now throughout your spine, and like a marionette, you would now hinge in the end to the front until the shoulders are right in front of, on top of your hips, and then you elongate again, find your neutral spine again. So this is the basic exercise. We will do it 6 times together. Palms facing each other, arms long, shoulders gliding away from the ears. Sit upright. On the next exhale, activate your pelvic floor muscles and your tummy muscles, and roll along your sit bones. Send them to your heels. On the next exhale, hinge from your hips and come up again. 5 more. Exhale, roll it down, curl it down. The rest of the spine is just neutral, need not do too much. Exhale, curl down, belly is sucked in, maintain it, and come up again. And 2 more. And come up. You decide how far you want to go. You can go a little bit, or you can go further down. Of course, if you go further down, also the rest of your spine needs to round a little bit, but keep your sacrum on the ground. Hinge it up and come up. Now we add some arm and leg movement to challenge ourselves a little bit in this exercise. Row, legs still in parallel, arms reaching out wide, shoulders away from the ears. Grow on the inhale, on the exhale, curl it down. Find a position where you say, okay, this is a position which I can maintain, although we now add some challenge to it by adding the lever of our arms. Raise one arm to the ceiling, send it down again. Other arm, and down. On the exhale, lift one arm, bring it down. On the next exhale, lift the other arm 2 times. Belly stays firmly in, it does not pop out. It's really sucked in and up. Last one. And as you come up again, shoulders away from the ears, sucking your whole core, come up again. So you can do this, of course, also with 2 arms, which we'll do now 4 times, and then we add the legs. Shoulders gliding away from the ears, curl it down, maintain your position. Now on the next exhale first, armpits pulling towards hips, and then send your arms up. You will notice now you have to work quite a lot. Send your arms down. You maintain the position in your spine. Send the arms up. Send them down. If it's too hard, go a little higher. If it's too easy, go a little lower. You decide. Just maintain the position. And then we hinge up again. And here we are. Next exercise, we add legs. Shoulders away, curl it down, find your position, and from this position, lift your right leg, put it down again. Lift your left leg, put it down again. Inhale, exhale, lift your leg, down. Inhale, exhale, lift your leg, and down. 4 more on each side. You maintain your spine in neutral, pretty much relaxed in the thoracic area, really working hard with the core muscles in the lower back area. 2 more. Exhale up, pelvic floor is active. And here we are, up we go again, and hinge it up. Next variation, we will lift one leg and the arm diagonally. So a little preparation already for your oblique muscles. Rise, shoulders away from the ears. On the next exhale, activate pelvic floor and core muscles. Curl it down, stay here. Now, left leg, right arm, up they go, and down. You remain absolutely stable in your trunk. And one side, second side. If you feel you can't hold this position anymore, come a little bit higher, yeah? And it's easier. If you say it's not challenging enough, you know, just you go deeper, but you maintain the C curve in exactly the same position without it altering when you lift your arms and legs. Last one here, and we hinge up again, and rise. Last variation, we can do all these exercises in oblique position, that means in rotation. What I ask you here is, really rotate from your spine and don't use your pelvis in addition. You will immediately notice that your knees will be shifting. So we want to train the core, just the core muscles. Come back. You can either, to support you a little bit in your proprioception, either press your knees against each other and your heels against each other, or you might find a block or some other prop, a book for example, which you press between your thighs, which is basically a nice support. And if you take the block on the short side, it gives you a good indication where your legs are moving or where your pelvis is moving, to be more correct. So, inhale, lengthen. Send your arms out again. Press your block or your knees and heels against each other. And then you rotate to the left. You feel your right rib cage well connected to your left hip. Check what your knees are doing. If they have shifted, readjust. You maintain this rotation throughout the whole exercise. If you want to avoid that your arms are moving too much, palms towards each other, or interlace your fingers, send out just the index finger, and if both arms are extended, you won't be able to just pull anywhere just from the arms. So if you like it, do it like this, or keep the arms straight, palms facing each other. Grow on the inhale, adjust your rotation, and on the next exhale, we curl it down, maintaining this rotation. And we hinge up again, rise. So, rotation stays well connected between your right rib cage and your left hip. Up we go. Shoulders glide away from the ears, maintain your rotation. Up we go. As you find yourself upward, check, are my shoulders still parallel to the ground? And down, and up we go. Two more. We curl it down, suck in your belly, feel your obliques. Last one, curl it down, stay here. And if you want, of course, you can also add arm movement from here. Your choice. Readjust the rotation again, shoulders away from the ears, and up we hinge. That's it. So, other side. With a block or without a block, whatever is your choice. Find your placement, send your shoulders away from the ears. We now rotate to the right. That means you feel this connection between the left ribs and the right hip. You maintain this one as we curl down. So, shoulders away from the ears. Check again if you're not in a side bend maybe, or leaning to the other side. Shoulders are approximately at one level. And we curl it down. And maintain the connection here as we come up. And curl it down. And come up. And down. Now hinge. And 4. Belly sucked in. Pelvic floor muscles active. 2 more to go. Curl it down. This one here. And last one, stay here if you want. Again, maintain the rounding in your spine, maintain the rotation. Maybe you even want to raise one arm or the other arm. And now hinge up from your hips again and go back into your neutral position. So, that was it for today. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up or subscribe to my channel. And hope to see you tomorrow when we're doing swimming on the mat in a prone position lying on our bellies. So we will exercise especially on the back of our bodies and on shoulder and hip